March. So lots of things coming in the first quarter next year. Thank you.
Thank you. Next item on the agenda is minutes, meetings, and decisions. We do have the meeting minutes from the November 10th Board of Directors meeting.
I will make a motion to accept those as presented.
All in favor?
Aye.
We didn't have any unannounced meetings or decisions between meetings to ratify, so that takes us to our facilities report. So the big item is the splash pad has been winterized for the season. It's cold, so we don't have a lot of people wanting to splash around. So that will be shut down for a few months. And then at the data part in the building, we did do a repair to patio light as well as hallway lighting. The building did get a soft wash to the exterior, and we did the major window painting, the exterior window painting. And then I'm sure everyone has noticed the holiday decorations have been installed as well. Vincent didn't have anything other than the normal monthly inspections this month. Landscaping in general did have a few tree replacements, dead tree removal, plant replacement. The irrigation system has been winterized for the season. And then we had a small storm last month, so we had a tree fall on Association fence, so we did get that repaired. The pedestrian crosswalk was repaired, and we did a little work on the monument. And nothing special in the lake, just the regular maintenance. And that is it on the facility report. So that will take us to our administrative report, which starts with the financial statement. And so the first set of financial statements is for Artavia North Village. And this, I'll give the year totals. This is preliminary December, so obviously it doesn't include the entire month of December, and then we'll have all of the year-end entries that we'll have to before we finalize it. But for the year, our income is $1.9 million, and that is 99% to our budget. So it's 1.938. We budgeted 1.949. So very close to what we expected there. Under expenses for professional services, our annual cost to date is $96,000, and that is 66% to our budget. Just have any committee expenses. Moving on to facilities, our facility expenses, which is generally the master assessment paid to the Master Maintenance Association and the community assessment paid to the council, that is coming in at $1.7 million, and that is what we budgeted, and we're 100% of our budget there. Administration, this includes insurance, which is the largest area here. Taxes, postage, office expenses is another big area. And then professional presentations, any miscellaneous expenses, we are at $60,000, which is 103% of our budget. So we came in a little bit over budget on our insurance and office expenses. Our total expenses for the year is $1.92 million, which is 98% of our budget, and we have a net income currently of just under $19,000. Again, we still have to finish out the year and do any of our end-of-year entries that are required. Moving on to our balance sheet, our current assets is $567,000, and that is for various accounts. Those are our capital assets. We do have accounts receivable in the amount of $1.96 million. That does include the 2026 assessments, which is why the number is so high. Our total liabilities and equity is $2.5 million. Moving on to the collection summary, as of actually this is total, we are 97% collected on the 2020, and already collected 15% of the 2026 assessments, which are not officially until years. Our total accounts receivable is 1.96, and 1.8 of that is assessment. Any questions on the financials? Moving on to the Master Maintenance Association financial report. Again, same thing. This is as of December 12th, and it does not include all the December expenses or any year entries that we need to do. Our total revenue is sitting at $2.8 million, and that is 85% to budget. That does include developer deficit funding of $200,000 as well as the cost share. services, we are at $252,000, which is almost 44% of the budget. Grounds and common areas, we're at 1.7 million at 78% of our budget. Our facility expenses, which is basically the buildings and the splash pad and parks, things of that nature, we are at $139,000, 58% budget. Utilities is coming in at 78,000 and it's 52% of budget. We did recently have an increase in streetlight because we had not been billed for new sections. So it's low to budget because of that. So we're where we need to be now on those streetlight expenses. Administration is just under $40,000, and that is 117% of our budget. And I think I mentioned this before, but the big area there where we did not meet our budget is the taxes. We did have to pay franchise taxes this year in this association because of the income was over the maximum amount to be exempt from that. And that was not expected yet this year, so that was about $8,800. All right, moving on to the Artavia Community Council. Our revenue for the year is just under $700,000, and that's 89% of our budget. Looking at expenses, staffing is $265,000, and that is 100% of the budget. Professional services is $129,000, which is 66% of our budget. And then for our events and programs, we have those broken down by our different pillars that the community council follows. So pillar 1, connecting, and that's where a lot of events fall. We are at about $107,000. Living healthy, we spent almost $5,000 in that area. Arts and culture is just over $11,000. Lifelong learning is just under $4,000, and giving back, we're at just under $1,400 there. And then we do have just general lifestyle supplies. We're at $526. Administration here is $123,000, which is 90% of our budget. Our total expense for community council is around $650,000, and that is about 80% of our budget.
There are going to be several bills.
Good point. Yeah, so that right. So we're billed after the fact. We see the expenses after the fact. So we don't have Enchanted or the movie night or any of really the December events. So those numbers obviously are very preliminary and will be changing. So we won't be 80%. We'll probably be right on track.
Yeah.
By the time we get everything.
We forecast on council coming in as a slight loss.
Yeah.
We're actually going to beat that.
Yes, I think it'll be. Yeah, and we also do have $100,000 in deficit funding with part of this because we are coming. It's been accelerated. Moving on to our violation summary. Our relative to resident violations, excluding any builder-related compliance violations, our largest violation area right now is trash cans in view. We have 35 active trash can violations right now. And then we have a few areas for landscaping. Landscaping is the requirements that you should have. And so that is 18. And then lawn care is maintenance of the lawn. We're at 11 there. And then we do have a few architectural control review issues where maybe a modification has occurred that doesn't have approval yet. But other than that, really those top 3 are the trash cans and the 2 landscaping areas.
Things like landscaping, maybe like mowing and weeding.
It's mostly weeding the beds, and the biggest area that you see that is utility beds. Moving on to our statistics for architectural control. This is for since November 1st through December 12th. We reviewed 22 applications. The majority of those were driveways tied with swimming pools and swimming pools. So we have 6 swimming pools and 3 driveways/walkways.